Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our history online class. This is Mominul Islam, assistant teacher, Iskar High School and College. This class is for Standard 9, Chapter 1, page 9, 10, and 11. Let's start our today's class. Today's topic. Today we will discuss on the government of United Front, the martial law, and the subsequent political events. Let's know in details. I think all of you are well known of the following pictures. These are the very important personalities in the history of our country. Let's know in details about these personalities and some important incident during that time. The government of the Juktafront. A.K. Fazlul Haq, the leader of the Kishak Shramik Party, took oath as the chief minister on 3rd April 1954. The Juktafront remained in power just for 56 days. Ghulam Muhammad, the Governor General of Pakistan, dismissed the Juktafront government on 30 May 1954 on a pretext of the riot between the workers of Bengalis and non-Bengalis at the Adamji jute mills. Actually, the riot was provoked by the Pakistan government. Shere Bangla Ke Fazlul Haq was placed under house arrest. Sheikh Mujib and other 3,000 political leaders and supporters were arrested too. The enmity and hatred of the Pakistan rulers were again expressed through this heinous act. When the Pakistan government dismissed the Juktafront government, the people from all classes from East Pakistan showing their protest. Finding no other way, Pakistan government tried to save Pakistan for the last time by declaring martial law. Let's see what happened next. The martial law and the subsequent political events. As the West Pakistan was grouping under the ominous reign of the military rules, the government could not play any effective role. In the provincial assembly, Deputy Speaker Shahid Ali was seriously injured and subsequently died in a hospital because of agitation among the MLAs on a dispute issue. President Iskandar Mirza declared martial law on 7 October 1958 on a pretext of this issue or incident. After assuming the power, the decision he took were as follows: annulled the constitution of 1956, dissolved the central and provincial assemblies, banned and the political activities of the parties. Sheikh Mujib and some other leaders were arrested and sent to prison. All fundamental rights were suspended. I think you are also well known of this picture. These are the notorious personalities in the history of our country. Let's know in details about this personality. Occupying power by Ayub Khan. President Iskandar Mirza was ousted from the power in a military coup on 27 October 1958 and was forced to leave the country. General Ayub Khan got the power and took the following steps. 1. Declared himself the chief martial law administrator. 2. Postponed the general election of 1959. 3. Expressed the commitment to wipe out corruption and illegal trafficking of goods. Number 4. Continue prohibition on political parties. Ayub Khan initiated a new system called basic democracy. It may have a question on basic democracy, so you must have to clear about the basic democracy. What do you know by basic democracy, or what do you know by Ayub Khan's basic democracy? Let's know. Actually, it was an indirect election process. In this process, an electoral panel will be formed with 80,000 elected members of the Union Council from both East and West Pakistan. They will preserve the right of electing the president and the members of both in central and provincial assembly. Ayub Khan was elected the president of Pakistan, getting 80,000 votes of the Union Council members. These are the picture of discrimination that prevailed in the history of Pakistan during that time. Let's know. Discriminating attitudes to the people of East Pakistan. Before the establishment of Pakistan, East Bangla was in a better position in economic, social, educational, and other sector in comparison with West Pakistan. However, East Pakistan started lagging behind due to the oppressive rules of West Pakistan. Let's know in details. And discrimination in various sectors in our country during that time. Discrimination in the economic sector. West Pakistan was in a better position in comparison with the East Pakistan due to the discriminatory policy of Pakistan government. For example, East Pakistan received Taka 113 crore 3 lakh and 80,000 at the budget allocation from 1955 to 1956 to 1959 to 60. On the other hand, West Pakistan got Taka 500 crore in the same period. The foreign exchange earned through the export of jute, tree, hide, etc. used to spend for the development of the West Pakistan. As a result, East Pakistan started lagging behind in the field of trade, commerce, industry, and agriculture, etc. Discrimination in the administrative sector. East Pakistan was prevented from playing any effective roles in the administration of the Pakistan. The discrimination was very tremendous. A comparative study of discriminatory administration of Pakistan in 1966 as shown below. In the Secretariat, the Bengalis were 19%, where the West Pakistanis were in 81%. In every sector like defense, industry, home, information, education, health, law, agriculture, in every sector you see there is the huge discrimination. For that reason, East Pakistan lagging behind day by day. Discrimination in the defense sector. In the Bengalis would often experience discrimination in the recruitment and the promotion in the army, navy, and air force. Only 5% of officers, 4% of general soldiers, 19% of high officials in the navy, 9% of lower officials, 11% of pilots in the air force belonged to the Bengali community, and every position was assumed by the West Pakistanis. These are the huge discrimination in the sector of defense. Discrimination in the education sector. East Pakistan was far ahead of the West Pakistan in the primary and secondary education before the establishment of Pakistan, but after its birth, the education sector has totally changed as West Pakistan started receiving more than double allocation of funds in the annual budget every year. So many new educational institutions had been established in West Pakistan. Social discrimination. The growth of the middle class in the East Pakistan was hindered for the discriminatory policies of West Pakistan. Disparity increased between the two regions. People started showing their protest and organizing movements. I think you are well known of these pictures also. These are very important persons in the history of Bangladesh. Let's know an important incident during that time, the anti-martial law movement. Agitation started in East Pakistan against the rule of Ayub Khan since 1961. It was further intensified when Hossein Sohib Sarawardi, a former prime minister, was arrested in January 1962. Subsequently, Sheikh Mujib was arrested in February, and the people of this part started movement demanding his unconditional release, including all other political detainees. The student became vocal against the form of government proposed by Ayub Khan, and they declared 15 points demands. Various professional groups extended their support on the issue of education policy. The political parties got an scope to go to the mass people with their political agenda against the military rules. This is for today. Please go through the whole test attentively. If you face any difficulties, you must knock me in the group. So, goodbye, remain safe and sound. See you in our next class, inshallah.